Hey, what's going on, guys? Me, Kova, and welcome back to another transfer gossip video. We are kicking this off mega big, so make sure you do subscribe if you are new around here, and obviously then you get kept up to date with all the transfer gossip that is going on. So we're starting off with like a guy that's probably going to feature a lot more in these videos, and that is Mbappe. There's no doubt that I think there's going to be more offers. So many clubs that are interested in him, all thinking about making bids. They all have made bids, been rejected, whatever. But today, we're talking about one club in particular for this one, and that is PSG. Now, obviously, PSG are like Monaco's main rivals for the League One title, and they are interested, or well, seriously interested in getting Mbappe from Monaco. Why? Because obviously it makes them better, but also makes Monaco worse. So it's kind of like a win-win situation. Now, what I'm reading is, and the rumour is that PSG have apparently offered £119 million for Mbappe. That blows any other transfer offer from any other club completely out the water. There's no one that could even get close to that. There's been rumours that, I think Liverpool, Manchester City have all bid like, 80-something. Man U apparently bid 80-something as well, 80-something million. And obviously, that's pounds as well. Now, obviously, PSG's bid is £119 million. That is an absolutely immense offer. I don't think, Monaco could reject that type of deal for a player that they essentially got for free. That's what Monaco are now doing, is bringing through players, and they'll kind of do like what Ajax do in a way, where they bring through players, sell them, bring through players, sell them by the looks of things. And if they can get that type of money for Mbappe, that is an absolute monster deal. Next up is Semedo, another player like Mbappe. He features quite heavily in the videos at the moment. So much interest in him. And this time it's about Manchester United. They're set to make a fresh offer for the right back. So, I talked about a little bit how good Valencia did last season, but at the end of the day, he isn't an actual right back. And Semedo is, and again, as good as Valencia has been, Semedo is an absolutely excellent right back, and a great season with Benfica, and I think he can only improve Manchester United. And always push Valencia on then to play as a winger, utility guy, playing right back, centre back, whatever you want to then. But he could naturally go further up then. Next up is Will Hughes. This is a strange one for me. This guy, when he first broke free, everyone was like, oh my God, he's the next big thing. Loads of clubs rumoured to be interested in him when he first broke free. Manchester City, Arsenal, Liverpool at one point were all like, rumoured to be making a bid, but none ever came of it. And, he hasn't really fulfilled them levels or expectations, if you will, that he first had when he came through. Now, there is still, Prem clubs interested, but this time it's Watford. Watford are close to agreeing an £8 million fee for the Derby County centre mid. Now, I don't think that's a bad deal for Derby County for a player that they brought through and who hasn't really made the grade in terms of like the expectations that they had. They can get £8 million for a player like that. They can spend that elsewhere and hopefully, bring in one or two players that can help their promotion push. Next up is a guy called Suttner. He plays for Ingolstadt in the German league, and Brighton are in talks with them over their left back. So it looks like Brighton are trying to strengthen their defensive line more than anything. They obviously signed Matt Ryan from Valencia, the goalkeeper, on a huge deal. I think that was a club record deal. They're now going for Suttner. Bit of experience, in Europe. That's quite a high level of experience. So they're trying to bring in players that can hopefully keep them up. And I think if they can get like a really good defense and get one player who's going to bag them a fair amount of goals, they could end up staying up. Next up is a player called Abu Bakar. He is a Porto player. I think he was on loan last season at Besiktas. And he is interesting in Newcastle. They are apparently going to complete a £9 million move for the Porto striker. Now, this guy is pretty suited to the Premier League. He's quick, he's powerful, and he's got obviously that eye for goal. And it's interesting that he went out on loan from Porto. They obviously didn't want him, and the £9 million fee, can't really argue too much for a striker these days. Next up is Shaqiri. This is a strange one. Roma have apparently made a quick move for a Salah replacement. Now, obviously, Salah's just gone to Liverpool. That is a done deal. Now, they're looking to replace him, and Shaqiri is apparently the guy that they're going to go for. Stoke have rubbished this rumour, saying that Shaqiri isn't going anywhere. However, it only takes the player and his agent to kind of push a deal through. That means that player will end up going. That is the way the transfer market seems to work nowadays, that the players have all the power. I think Shaqiri would be interested in a move to Roma. Next up is Aubameyang. Again, another player that's probably going to feature quite heavily. He's apparently now open to a move away from Dortmund. Now, previously, Aubameyang said he'd only ever leave Dortmund for Real Madrid. And obviously, maybe Tuchel leaving, maybe that's why he's now like, you know what, I'm open to other transfers. Obviously, he wants to play for Real Madrid in the future, and that may happen. But apparently, he's open to a move away from Dortmund, and obviously, PSG are interested. Liverpool, Manchester City, and Manchester United, as well as Chelsea, are all in for Aubameyang. They basically, expressing an interest. I think, he could potentially leave, but it's going to cost 60 million or more to get him from Dortmund. Next up, Deulofeu, a bit of a strange one for me, this. Barcelona will re-sign the Everton winger for £10 million. Now, I can only see this as being a case of they'll re-sign him for £10 million and then sell him on for profit. That's all I can see it being. He's not good enough for Barcelona. At the end of the day, he didn't really get in the Everton team too much. He shows glimpses of massive potential, but never does it on a regular basis for me. Next up is Giroud. Obviously, a really good player for me. I actually rate Giroud very, very highly. And West Ham also do apparently as well. They've inquired about Giroud's availability. Now, the strange one about Giroud is, obviously, West Ham are inquiring. It doesn't look like he's going to get into the Arsenal team now, even though he scores loads and his goal per game rate is absolutely huge, like really good. But, he's just not getting in that team. Now, the moves that may happen is West Ham or a club like West Ham may get Giroud, or he will be used as a bargaining chip in Arsenal's pursuit of Andre Lacazette. Next up is Moussa Dembele. Everton will move for the Celtic striker as a Lukaku replacement. I think, as a striker, Everton have always lacked that kind of position. They had Lukaku, but the backups were never good enough. Now, obviously, the signing Sandro Ramirez from Malaga, and they will go for Dembele as well. They could probably do with one more, especially if Lukaku really does leave. They could do with another star striker coming in there, but they are planning for life without him in that event that he does leave. Sandro, there he is next up. The Malaga 21-year-old has apparently passed a medical ahead of a £5 million move to Everton. Now, £5 million, that is going to be the bargain of the summer for me. That is incredible. Sandro scored, I think I read stat, he scored more than a certain few very, very good players in La Liga last season. And he's only, 22? That's just absolutely mental that Everton are getting him for that type of fee. And to be honest, it's mental that no more clubs are being interested to try and get him as well. Next up is Januzaj. Looks like he's out the door at Manchester United. Real Sociedad have agreed a £10 million fee for the Belgian winger. Never really lived up to the hype. Another one that got really hyped up when he came through, but never lived up to it. Next up is Ben Gibson. Obviously, there's a fair few interested in him, but Stoke have made a move and they've seen a £12 million bid rejected as Middlesbrough want 20. Now, obviously, it's the start, at the end of the season, Middlesbrough were like, we want 30. And that's gone down a bit now. They've realised that not many clubs are registering that much of an interest in him. Even though I do think he's a really good centre-back, I think he was overrated in terms of because he was an English player. They were like, oh, we want this much amount of money. I think Stoke may probably get him because they have been playing back three at times. So he could come in and be part of the back three and would make a really, really good addition to Stoke's side for me. Tottenham are interested in this guy. He's called Vecino from Fiorentina. They've made contact with Fiorentina and basically made an inquiry over a move for the 25-year-old. Sticking with the Tottenham theme, they've also gone in for Meyer. They're ready to make a £17.5 million bid for the Schalke winger. Not really, somewhere that they need to improve on for me. I think they got a decent amount of wingers, but if you look at it and think, well, Lamella's just gone AWOL. I haven't seen Lamella play for Tottenham for a while. I guess Meyer being able to play cam, winger, just as a striker is a welcome addition. He's got many different positions he can play, so that's probably a bonus, and that's probably why they're going to go in for him. Next up is Alberto Moreno. Liverpool rejected a £11 million Napoli bid for the left-back. I wonder why any club would go in for Moreno, because he's just that bad defensively, but then you think about it, at times Napoli do play a back five where the left back doesn't have to be as defensively minded. In fact, it's probably better if they are more offensively minded in that formation. So that's probably why Napoli have came in for him and trying to get him on the cheap as well. A deal that surprised me is Lyon have signed, or about to sign, Bertrand Traore. Now, everyone expects him to go on loan again, but however, Lyon I said to sign him in a £16.7 million deal. That will be confirmed shortly, apparently. And I'm guessing Chelsea may have a buyback clause because I think he is really, really good. And he does have a huge potential to kick on and continue to be a better player. And we end with a Arsenal player, and that is Szczesny. Obviously, he's been on loan to Roma for like the past 2 seasons, I think. And you know, it's not actually Roma who are going to go in for him on a permanent deal. It's Inter Milan. They're ready to bid for the Arsenal goalkeeper and try and get him in on a permanent deal. But there you go, guys. That is everything for today. As I say, the mad one for me, Sandro, for 5 million. Absolutely crazy. Manchester United have their renewed interest in Semedo, but the main one is PSG's absolutely monster bid for Mbappe at 119 million. But guys, if you did enjoy, make sure you do drop a like, and I shall see you in the next one.